Okay, the ticker is FB right now, still FB. They are going to change to Meta. So speaker today, as usual, is we have Doni, our Pundi Receh founder, and also Yoso, and also our Pundi Receh analyst Iwan Haryadi. So let me hand over to back to Doni.
Okay, thank you, Ewan. So just introduction for those that don't know me. Okay, anyway, I am Doni. Okay, go back. I'm basically go back to me. Yeah. I'm an engineer. Last time I took the mechanical engineering degree in NTU, Nanyang Technological University. Then I have interest in the strong interest in the financial market. That's why I took the CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, which is a gold standard for financial industry. So I passed all the 3 levels, and I'm affiliate member of CFA Institute and CFA Society in Singapore. Then now also taking the CMT. CFA is for fundamental analysis, then CMT is about technical, basically chart analysis. So I also being ad hoc research analyst in past few years before building this Pundi Receh. Then now we set up the analyst group. We learning uh, from each other. Then we analyze stock together. So I also blogging and podcasts in Pundi Receh. Yes, together with Irene. Next, I have our head of analyst, Yoso. He's also engineer, master degree also in engineering design, science system design management, and he took the CFA Institute Investment Foundation certificate. This is the first step before taking the CFA. So he is also our ad hoc analyst in Pundireceh. Then Iwan also engineers and also financial blogger and business analyst. So the good things about this team, right? Most of all of us are not financial educated, so means that no financial background. We are all engineers. So we like even Ivan is he learning from scratch. From that's why he's joining our zero to hero classes. So from fundamental and technical, then he joined our analyst. So from here we can see whether he's from knowing about zero for in investment, how to analyze stock, until now he can share with you his analysis on the meta. Yeah, usual disclaimer applies. Yes, before we move to meta, let me explain how the stock analysis selection process. So basically, we focus on growing industry because we don't want to analyze the sunset industry. So growing industry is the next big things, and technically uptrend. But sadly to say that Meta now is currently is not uptrend anymore because of the market correction, and but it's fundamentally strong. And we have a Pundi Receh safety checklist this to make sure that whichever stock that we take, just now I will show there's tools that we can see whether it is all past our safety checklist. So with this, we identify one of the company called Meta. So with this, I hand over to Yoso first, our head analyst, to brief you about the Meta or Facebook. I hand over to you, Yoso.
Yeah, thank you, Doni. Thank you, everyone, for attending this session. So today we are discuss about Meta platform. Previously, name is Facebook, and they have changed their name in last year October to show to everybody that they are very serious to move into metaverse industry. So this company is listed in NASDAQ FB, as mentioned by Irene, and the price is at 300. I think last night was 302, and our target price is around 383 to 421. The market cap is almost 1 trillion, or right now I think already 800 something billion. And the category, even though it's already very large company, but it's still in growth because the growing revenue and earning per share is quite big every year, which is more than 20%. And as we know, the sector is social network, and industry is technology. I believe each of you here at least have one account in the big three product of the Meta, which is Facebook, WhatsApp, or Instagram. So yeah, this is the biggest social media in terms of the user and also in terms of the revenue generated from the targeted ad and also some other income source. Yeah, so I think without further ado, let's we give up to Iwan to analysis in this brilliant company.
Hello, hi. Yeah. Okay. Thank you also for the explanation. Yeah. And then, yeah, thank you. Okay, let's talk about the industrial review. So in this industrial review, we are talking about the global sourcings, global social networking size, which is now, as you can see here, is a value as USD 94.83 billion in 2020. So it's expected still growing at the compound annual growth rate is of the 36.8%. So from 2020 to 2027. So I can say worth as a USD 117.5 trillion. Okay. Then next slide. Okay. As you know, okay. The company established on February 4, 2004. It's called Facebook. Yeah. It's a leading company development of the social media application as well as a virtual and augmented reality products, and changed into its name to Meta as, I think, if I'm not wrong, 28 October 2021. Okay, then next one. Okay, in this pandemic situation, COVID-19 is one of the biggest challenge, biggest change how the human behavior and the lifestyle. So in the biggest global event and challenge for our lifetime also. So as a consequence of the stay-home restriction and so on, and then many of them turn into digital activities to substitute way they fulfill their needs. So in this case, Facebook try to change something to be preferred platform for people to play, interact, and so on in the digital things. So if I can say, it's such as, so means it's like changing for the behavior every day. And then so if you can see on the graph there, so Facebook is for based on the graph, the Meta itself, the Oculus AR device become the mainstream and defeat the Xbox. So as you can see, the total sales of the Oculus is 8.5 million, which is growing within 5 years on par with the Xbox, which is a big player. Yeah, as you know, and as for gaming. So I can say Oculus could hit the total sales as high as the PlayStation, maybe in the next 5 years. This so it can be double. You can see it's a maybe 8 it become double. It's around 16 million. That's my predict. Again, going to the next one. Okay, for the next slide here, we are talking about how the companies that dominate the market itself. So means as a leading social network, Facebook is and its family, they have the monthly active people value of 2.89 billion on December 21st, 2019. So as you can see at the graph, the Facebook is the dominant in the social media landscape, followed by the YouTube and also WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat, and Instagram. As you can see, Instagram, okay, WhatsApp, and is under is the name share of the Facebook, and then the Messenger, and also company owns 4 of the world's largest social media. So Facebook alone is used for the 2.5 billion, and then while WhatsApp count by 2 billion and monthly user, and Messenger also has a surpassed the billion user mark. Yeah. Okay, go to the next one. Okay, with numerous users of the Facebook, then Facebook expand its services such as like marketplace and then like online gaming, online video streaming, online gaming. They open its platform, and then it to integrate with other applications. So means it's something, for example, that you doing e-commerce, surveys, blogs, and so on. So as you can see at the graph, how the Facebook or Meta opportunities there, you can see the mobile, they do some exploit change in the advertising trend. So last time people want to advertise something on the television, radio, outdoor, and so on, but nowadays it's totally changed. They go to the mobile internet, and then is, as you can see, the mobile internet is mostly 72.6 billion. That's the from the graph itself. And then as you can see now, the total monthly Facebook MAU, becomes monthly active user of Facebook 2009, is 2.9 billion, which is grow 10% per year average. So it's include me also. I still using Facebook. I don't know, you guys maybe still also using Facebook. Yeah. And then the other one is the how about the total revenue of Facebook in 2020? Because as this you can see here, the graph is grow exponentially. So if you so you can see the growth exponentially means is really grow 21.7% from the previous year. So I can say this market is a good market, as I can say like that. Okay. So before I enter, when we know that Facebook is a leader in social media landscape, and then they want to venture out. They want to apart from the media. They want to have a new business submerge and so on. And then they change the business strategy, change the logo, change the name, and so on. And they just change the name and then focus to the Meta first. That's why they call it Meta. They spend almost 80 billion to invest in this metaverse. Okay, so as you can see on the next slide, it's they are trying to Oculus is one of the Oculus VR virtual reality is one of the headset by Facebook technology, is the door of the metaverse. So if let's say if you guys want to what is metaverse, want to try it, what is metaverse, maybe you can try to buy this Oculus VR, and when you want to enter the metaverse, and then you need this device exactly. So that's why Facebook and Meta acquires this Oculus. Okay, and then after that we go to the next slide. Is we are talking about how Meta doing investment in this. As I mentioned before, Meta invests a lot of money inside there for doing the reality with the Oculus headset, and then also by they want to make sure, okay, is this price as lower as means it can be a compete with other competitor, and then they're also doing the building with the VR apps for social hangout, and also they tried the Facebook Oculus virtual reality headset and can create an avatar to wander in the animated virtual world. So I can say Meta is leading in the in this situation. Yeah. So as you know, what is this and what if okay, in the next slide we can see how the Meta build the metaverse, building the metaverse. There's 7 layers of the metaverse. So I just explained start from the inside in the infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Infrastructure is something like as all the networkings that we use now, 5G will increase capacity. People want to quite fast of this. And then after that, they're going to the layer on the next one is the human interface. This one, human interface, of course, people will want to you buy the smart glass, wearable, let's say the wearables glasses, and whatever that is can be used for the human interface. The other one is decentralization. So what is decentralization means? Is decentralization something like the edge computing, AI, and so on, AI agent, and also blockchain, and then DeFi and so on. And then after that, we go to the next one is spatial computing. Spatial computing is the hybrid form for the computation. So it's that can reduce the boundaries and in between the real and virtual. And then the next one is creator economy. Yes, in this creator economy, we have a pioneer era, which is on shopping chart for online store. And then go to the next one for the developer, which is engineering era. And also the last one is the creator era, provide the tools and template. Okay, and then the next layer is a discovery. So discovery, what does it mean is discovery is all about the pull the expose people to have a different experience. And with this different experience, so means go to the outer layer is the one that people want to have a experience on the unstoppable dematerialization of the physical space. Okay, we go to the next one. So this is the next slide is they're talking about what is the example of the user experience and user cases. As you can see at the presentation, there's a meta there, and also as one of the user experience and users cases, and also you can see it's a content, events, and gaming, and work, and so on, and also Zoom. But is Zoom also the one that we now using, and then the other one go to the interface and access is a Oculus. So that's why Facebook or Meta they acquire Oculus for the interface and access, and also there's also the other one for the virtualization engines and infrastructure. There's the some kind we can see a metaverse blog ecosystem. The next one is how the Facebook how the Facebook is advertisement flow, which is this is as you can see, Facebook share of the revenue is going year of the year is also increase. If you can see of the Facebook share of revenue, and then so means and the first trail in the identity social graph, and then they go to the when they have a lot of social graph and so on, and then they have a strong user engagement on the user, and then advertise the delivers to ads in with increased accuracy, and then they're relevant with the ads high the user engagement and attracts the revenue, and to allow the Facebook to enhance something we call it. This is like some of the cycle. Okay. All right. Okay. For the next one is this is when we talking about the metaverse monetization. Okay, so this is the 2 out of 4. How we can see that it's mostly like Roblox. Maybe we can buy some of the things. Maybe where you can upgrade your avatar, and then you can buy the land. Okay, here means like you can even buy land. Maybe at the future when you want to go to the MRT, or maybe in the metaverse you need to pay the MRT for the MRT. I don't know, that's the maybe it's the imagination. Okay, but this is the metaverse modification 2 out of the 4. The next one is how the technology they are in front, so people plan to buy this product. So nowadays people want to buy, for example, now like the interface like Oculus XR, and then also the device, or maybe now Ray-Ban smart glass. So there's a camera there, it's a smart glass, and also to make money not from the advertisement but also at the from devices. So this is, we call it as a physical product interfaces for this metaverse. So you can see here there's an Oculus Quest 2, the highest one, and then after that Sony PlayStation VR, yes, and then Oculus Quest, and then Oculus Rift and Valve Index. So if you can see, Oculus is the dominate of this global top 5 XR. Okay, and then the last one is the how metaverse monetize the things. So one of the example of metaverse monetize in e-commerce and business. What does it mean? Meta is able to monetize in this e-commerce. So next time we can have a meeting, maybe in Zoom, in the metaverse, or maybe Zoom, and we just on the all digital things. And also Facebook also could monetize this virtual shopping list. So people don't need to come to IKEA, maybe the very far IKEA, and then after that just want to buy one chair. So people just use the apps, use the chair, and then, oh, okay, this is fit for me. Okay, I will buy online. So to make people easier, but of course, when people easier will be also lazy sometimes. Okay, next one. Okay, the next one is how the metaverse invest by the companies itself. So as you can see, more and more technology companies enter metaverse by by organic investment or by the acquisition. So if you can see here, metaverse is the highest acquisition, and for the and then you can see it's really highest for the number of deals, and Meta is one of the top acquirers in the metaverse. So this is how the metaverse invests by the company. by the company. And then if you know, Meta is major for the major acquisition is at the major acquisition, you can see first is Instagram is mostly is 1 billion, and then WhatsApp, and then Oculus, and then Control Lab. Control Lab is something that they are doing the if I'm not mistaken, is doing the sensor or something. This called Control Labs, and then Giphy, and then customer. Not customer, customer. I'm not sure. Yeah, but this is something like how their Meta major acquisition of this. Yeah. So in the next slide, we can see there's a this is how you can see at the graph, network effect is some of the phenomenon that where is increased number of the people. So if you can see here, the more traffic is using, the more valuable it is. It is called network effect. Yeah, it's something like people participate, improve in their value of the good or services. So as the largest social company, media company like Facebook could leverage their current network effect into metaverse. Okay, so as I can say that, so means the summary itself, what is the key strength of the metaverse? For not metaverse, is Meta of Facebook, is strong brand, as also this diversified portfolio, market dominance, and also loyal customer base. Yeah, and then world's best employer, and visionary leadership, and they are still focused on R&D and strong advertising businesses, and also effective on the marketing strategy. So, but so I can say still investors still looking for the next trend for 2022. What happens in this year, and there, yeah, in this case, a few companies have started their race, and then there's no also guarantee that they will be the first to cross this finish line. So most importantly, they are the means like Meta is the one of the current market leaders that are willing to invest in this area. Okay, so yeah, and if about we are talking about the key risk is a risk of the failure launch of the metaverse, such as maybe it's a gimmick, and also maybe it's a less demand, and it's also make people sometimes not attractive or boring. That's the thing. And then, or for example, metaverse competitor example is in China also, and also growing alternative social media like TikTok and Telegram. So, and also privacy legal matter as a whistleblower at the, yeah. So that's the things that I can share with you, and then I will I will give back to Yoso again to explain to you about the financial analysis. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Iwan, for the great analysis. So after the deep dive analysis on the qualitative, so now we continue with the quantitative analysis. So Meta of Facebook, what we do here is we analyze the financial statement, and we deduce whether is it worth it to invest or not. How you do that? You can go to the Facebook or Meta investor relation and download the latest financial statement, or you can go to the SEC website to download the latest report, or you can go to the Morningstar and analyze it. The easiest way will be go to our website, Pundi Receh, then you just enter the name or the ticker, then you can automatically get this result. What it tell you is that whether this company pass the investment safety checklist or not. So if you read the financial statement, right, from company to company will be different number. But if you do some kind of ratio or like the comparison of number, then you will get the ratio number, which will be explained on deep by Doni and Irene in the fundamental analysis sharing session. So as you can see here, Meta of Facebook passing all of our safety checklist criteria from the growth, such as revenue growth and earning per share growth annually, and also profitability from gross margin, net margin, ROE, and ROA, and how profitable is the company, make money from the total investment, and also from the debt condition, how big is the debt they have, and also the financial leverage and interest coverage, how they will be able to pay if they have any debt. So you can see they pass in every criteria with the flying color. And then maybe you may concern if Meta will be impacted badly with the investment on the metaverse, will it be work or not? Then you need to see that Meta quarterly have a free cash flow of $10 billion, while the investment is only $80 billion. So they didn't take any loan or debt to invest on the Meta. So there is just like any money for them to invest. It's not a big risk for them to go on the metaverse. But we will see whether it will be successful or not in going to the metaverse investment, because at the moment we can see that almost every major company like Microsoft, Nike also joining it. So it seems like it's going to be a big thing in the next decade. Okay, with that, I continue to the next slide and pass to Doni on the. Sorry, still me. Okay, so fundamental evaluation. So using the latest financial statement, right? We try to calculate what is the intrinsic valuation of the company. I mean, what is the price that we think is the fair value? So we go and see what are the latest data, like free cash flow and the book value per share and the earning per share, and also the last 3 years EPS growth. So, and also we do some estimation like a discount rate. We can get this from, we calculate ourselves, and we can also get from any other analysis from some expert. And then based on this data, we're using the combination of residual earning and discounted cash flow methodology. And our fair price is at the 421 to 440, or around 38% profit from the current price valuation. And also we need to remember when we invest, even though right now the spread is go down, but if we hold it long term, at least 1.5 to 2 years, we still believe that Meta or Facebook should be able to reach this price target as long as we be patient on it. Okay, so I continue to the next slide and pass to Doni on technical analysis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yosef and Iwan, for the analysis. Yes, now we are talking about technical evaluation, whether it's good time to buy or not. Because we don't want to everybody, it's a 38%. Maybe we rushing and contacting the Philip Capital poems to buy the stocks. So wait a moment. Let's see about how technical analysis works here in this situation, this metaverse. So from here we can see that there's a strong resistance at the price of 353. Every time move there is will bounce back down, and also there is a downtrend SMA 20 and 50, and now it's also the 3 moving average is really towards the downside. Means the direction is down, so it's a downtrend SMA 20, 50, and 200, and there's a downtrend resistance also. So, and also there is a broadening triangle. We can see that from the strong resistance there and the green color support line. So we see that there's a broadening triangle. So in this case, broadening triangle means that we expect the volatility, so as such that the price can move from this line all the way to strong resistance and come back here even further down. So we see that it's a really we need to wait until when the stock consolidate and the price is consolidate and move upwards later on. So when talking about RSI, we see the oversold territory. There's a resistance also at the RSI at the 50x. So every time the RSI, relative strength index is go to 58, it dropped back. So in this case, it's a downtrend. So there is no uptrend at the moment. So anytime go up is could be down, go down. And we see the MACD, moving average convergent divergent, is a red color. It's really a bearish MACD. Then DMI is a directional movement index, whereby to measure whether it's bearish or bullish. The red color is above green color, means that this is a bearish. Then we see the ADX, the momentum strength is going up, means when momentum, the yellow color is going up, means there is a strong momentum depending on direction. So in this case, strong momentum with the red color on the top. So means a strong downtrend, strong downtrend momentum. Yes, so it's at the moment, please hang on there. So don't be rushed. Although the price target is 400, the 421 to 440, but I need to see when's the price stop dropping, because people say that don't catch the falling knife, because falling knife means don't buy the stock at downtrend. Because when you catch the falling knife, that knife is very sharp, so it's painful for your hands also. So in this case, painful for your portfolio. So we see when is a bullish, then above SMA 50, wait for the bullish trend. Okay, any other things? Next. Yes, that's all.
Yeah, that's all for today's stock analysis sharing. So I will open Q&A for Facebook or Meta. Is there any questions from the floor? Would like to verify, will this metaverse thing shoot up like last time, maybe like mobile phones, or maybe like internet last time in the early 90s. It's the internet, right? Internet starting as the only social platform basically, and also only sending emails. The search engine platform is not there yet basically, but it's slowly growing until uh, 10 years later it's become a very big boom. Will this metaverse become like the next wave of internet? So we will see on that. It could be as big as the next wave of internet generation. But what are the factors? Just now Iwan also shared already the risk factors there. um, Maybe it will be adopted easily by the millennial generations, but those in baby boomers generation or Z generation will be taking it slower. But at the end, I think if this metaverse is backed up by the so-called the big company like Facebook and Apple, and also followed by the other companies, like you also mentioned is Nike, and then any other companies, you also, maybe I miss out, maybe Nikes and
Microsoft.
Microsoft also. Okay.
Microsoft
So
just bought one big gaming company, Activision Blizzard.
mhm.
I think this is one of the biggest gaming company which already have some kind of metaverse world. So I think they want to explore into the metaverse also, the Microsoft.
I see. Okay. What I knew about metaverse is we can interact. We can interact. We can have our own avatar, And right now is still no lakes yet. Maybe later on they will create the lakes because they can create the dog avatar or cat avatar with the four legs, so, but human not yet. So maybe that will be the next one. Then maybe we can also purchase things like the Nike shoes or all the clothing brand, all the so-called personal use things or personal use device that we can use it in the metaverse. I knew that we can how to say, we can meet up with friends, we can have meetings in metaverse. And also one of the interesting for me is we can attend a concert in a metaverse. So if this going on and on, right, means many celebrities is also conducting a concert in the metaverse, then yeah, I think it's a very big thing, I think.
I think it's good, especially this pandemic situation whereby there is a crowd control and a lot of people cannot go to concert, or maybe there is no concert at all because of limited number
Yeah.
of people gathering. So when you gather in the metaverse, maybe hopefully there is no COVID in the metaverse. So, so the virus will not having a metaverse virus also, hopefully. So yes, it's a helpful also. Okay, just slight thinking of one of the talk for me is you know that last time there is always the first thing like the Apple, right? Last time there is no ecosystem like the Apple Macintosh,
Yeah.
and also there is no iPhone, and there is no Facebook. Last time it used to be Friendster, but after that, Facebook is the one that revolutionized how the friendship works. Where it's basically you just connect to each other, then you connect again, and also there's electric vehicles. So this one people keep doubting whether it works or not. With the last time Tesla when introduced the electric vehicle, a lot of people skeptic about whether it works or not. So in this case, metaverse is the new things. So when we participate or invest in this particular new next big things, so of course the risk is always there. Is when there's a failure is there, but when it's a very heavily rewarded. Last time Apple is about few $10 or $20 at the time. Now it's about 130. After
After
used to after split, so it used to
yeah,
be
after split.
about maybe 750 or 800 before split.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's Tesla also used to be I think about 3,000 now, or maybe 4,000 USD before split. So it's really as when you start to invest. Let's say Facebook when IPO is about $15. Now it's about $300. Yes, it's really our money can be multiple. So it's an opportunity for us to invest in this next big things.
Yes, yes, yes. True, true. So, last time, mobile phone was not it's not common that people use their mobile phone or even a touch screen, right? Then nowadays everybody has one or even two, three phones at the same time. Then maybe later on in 5 to 10 years later, we can see on the street people is using Oculus or all the smart Google goggles, the smart VR, or maybe later on the real world and the metaverse world can merge into one. So yeah, it can be such a so-called digitally world later on. So I think it's a good thing for us right now to knew this as early as possible and to explore. So we are still young, then we expected to always catch up with the new and latest technology and new digital technology. And yep, I think maybe one day we can all meet up in metaverse, wherever we are, right?
Right.
Okay, So, okay, I just want to inform you. Okay, so sorry. So we also have the some of the appendix data here, meta income statement, and then also the balance sheet. This one, all the cash flow. Appendix on the business analysis, and also the DCF method. So for all those who may need this presentation material, please contact me or Donnie. And yeah, I think that's all for today's session. So last but not least, please do check out our social media. Do follow our Instagram and Twitter. So we will always give an update, be it a event update or education update. And for those or those who has friends or those who wants to start to learn on investment, do join us in our class. We will start on February. 4 sessions in February. It will cover fundamental and technical analysis. It will be sure more than enough to give you the basic knowledge to start your investment journey. So thank you everyone for attending these sessions. Thank you one more time for the analyst team, Yoso and Iwan, and also Doni to coach all the material today.